Well, our region certainly understands how quickly a disaster can happen. We learned a lot following Hurricane Helene about how important it is to be prepared, to have those essential items, and that's why this year the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency is once again reminding and encouraging us to give the gift of preparedness this holiday season. Here with more on what that looks like is Melissa Egan with TEMA, and it is great to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
We'll certainly see the pictures of Hurricane Helene, that's one of those we will never forget, but also very extreme.
Yes.
But I feel like every winter season we have things that happen, snow, power outages.
I mean, any time of the year there's going to be hazards here in Tennessee, right? Like, we're going to have that severe weather. We're most likely going to have tornadic activity. But as we are going into the winter weather in this holiday season, we want to make sure everyone's not only prepared at home, but also in their vehicle. This week, so many people are traveling. Yeah. Do you have the items in case you had to pull over on the side of the road and it was 30 degrees outside? Do you have that extra blanket or that extra coat to make sure you and your family are safe and prepared?
Yeah, it's like you're kind of buying time till somebody can get to you, somebody can help you.
Yeah, I mean, we often say that preparedness is peace of mind. So whenever you're in any type of situation, whether it's a severe weather event, another natural disaster, or you know, a man-made emergency, it's chaotic, it's stressful. Right. Everyone is going to be out of their normal routine. But if you have some small things that help you feel better prepared. Take those small steps now when the sun is shining, and then maybe it won't be a level 10 of stress. Maybe it'll be a 9.5 because you can grab your items and say, at least I know I have my important documents. At least I know I have things for my vehicle that we can turn to and use until we can get to that safe place.
So you are a little bit prepared. And I love how you did something like this, because I remember getting this as a gift for Christmas several years ago to just have and keep.
Yeah, you know, it's not the flashiest Christmas item, right? We know it's not the number one list.
But it's useful.
It is. And we often say that a lot of these items, it doesn't have to be a one-time go at it. You don't have to say, I don't have an emergency kit, let me go to the store today and buy everything. Small things here and there. Go to the dollar store, grab a flashlight while you're there, grab some more batteries. You know, every emergency go kit should be based on your family's needs. So if you have young kids, grab an extra thing of diapers. I have a dog at home, so I have dog food in my emergency go kit as well. So just keeping that top of mind, grabbing a few things here and there and building it along the way, making sure that nothing expires in it once a year. Go through it, make sure you have everything you need. And yeah, you can grab a storage bin like that. You can put it in a backpack, a duffel, whatever is going to be easiest for you and your family if that time comes.
And I like you have thought through everything. You've got the can opener, you've got the soup.
Yeah, of course, you know, and you want to put food, we always say put water and snacks for 72 hours, but put something in there that you're going to eat, right? Don't just grab anything off the shelf and put some cans in there, but if you have canned items, have that can opener. We also have some tools up here, pliers, a wrench, in case you need to turn off any utilities or you need to get through any items so you can stay safe.
All right, and we see the weather radio, which is kind of right up here.
Yep, that is the most important tool that we would love for every Tennessean to have at home. You might want to have multiple. They can be pricey. So that's a great item to give a coworker, a loved one who potentially has a lot of things that they need to purchase. That could be something that give them the gift of preparedness. As long as it's programmed and it's on, that will alert you when that severe weather is impacting your area or coming to your area, especially when the power's out. It'll still let you know what's going on. So we want to make sure everyone invests in a weather radio, maybe two. If you have a 2-story level home, you might have one on the first level, second level, and make sure it's programmed, batteries are fresh in there, and it's also plugged in when you can plug it in.
Very nice. And I see what a great place to have all those documents that you need, so you're not scrambling.
We're always scrambling, right? I always feel like I have my documents somewhere safe, and then when it's time to go find my passport or my social security card, I'm like, where did I put that? So we really, really would love for everyone to make copies of their emergency contacts, of all of their emergency information. Either put it in a binder or a safe place like this. You can also make digital copies, put it on a USB, put it in the cloud. But having those documents together, we saw that a lot after Helene, right? You know, you are so frantic to evacuate your home as that flood water came in. Or once it was time to start taking those small steps in recovery, if you have that documentation, your insurance policy, any type of information your family may need when it comes to filing with FEMA, if it gets to that, right? Having that documentation is so much easier. Of course, there will be help available, and make sure that everyone can get that assistance, but having that information just makes it a tiny bit easier in that process.
And then I see this wonderful car kit.
Yes.
I love your presentation. I was like, that's just the cutest gift basket.
Well, you know what? It's easy to put in your trunk.
Yes.
Right? You can grab things, take things out. And of course, there's a backpack or this. I like more of an open container in the back of my trunk so I can add things to it. But yes, having that kind of condensed emergency go kit in your vehicle. Kitty litter, especially with the winter weather, it will help with traction if your car gets stuck somewhere. So maybe having just a bag with that, having a blanket, that first aid kit, water of course, a flashlight and items like that. Maybe add a phone charger to it so if you're stuck in traffic you can make sure your phone can be plugged in. If everyone could have some type of reflective item, whether it's a reflective vest or those triangles that you can put out if you are in an accident or stuck on the side of the road, making sure that folks can see you if they are traveling past you to keep you and your family safe while you're waiting for that help to come.
Melissa, some great information.
Thank you for having us. It is so important to spread this message of preparedness. We know it's a busy time of the year, but being able to stay prepared throughout the season will help you and your family enjoy the holiday season even more if that winter weather impacts us or if that severe weather comes our way.
That granola bar is going to taste so good if you really need it.
Yes.
You know, absolutely. Great information. We're going to give everybody the website if you would like to learn more. Of course, you can visit their website. It's right there on your screen. It is tngov-tema-prepare for emergency kit. And they have all those lists that you see right there on your screen. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.